Hello friends, today's topic is HVDC transmission. HVDC stands for the high voltage direct current transmission. There are few points. With the increase of requirement of electrical power, supply the facilities has to be increased in that transmission play an important role. Here, HVDC transmission play a major role in the power transmission. The first HVDC transmission link between Scotland and mainland in the Switzerland in 1950. The HVDC transmission has many advantages over HVAC system. Again, HVDC means stand for high voltage DC current, and today a well-promed technology all over the world. The two AC system has having the different frequency can be linked up together by the mean of HVDC link. The HVDC technology is used to transmit electricity over a long distance. Why we selecting the DC transmission? Why? The reason behind that, the losses is less in the DC while comparing with the AC transmission. Only two conductors are required for DC with positive and negative polarity rather than in AC. AC may have in a single phase have a two polarity, but in a three phase we have go for the 3 and 4 phase. DC overhead lines and cables are less expensive. DC lines are useful for long distance above 500 kilometers. If we comparing in between the HVAC and HVDC, there are few points. Conventionally, the power transmission is affected through the HVAC system all over the world. HVAC transmission is having several limitations like line length, uncontrolled power flow, over low voltage during lightning, overloading conditions, stability problems, fault isolation, etc. But HVDC has low transmission loss and it requires only a two conductors. If we go through this slide, in this we are representing through a graph the prices of AC and DC transmission. You can see here this is the prices and this is the distance. The red one is shows the transmission of AC. If we are comparing the low distance, the price is less in AC. But for the high voltage, for the long distance transmission, the prices are high in AC system. But in a DC system, it is a reverse. At instantly the prices are high at a low distance, but it at a high distance, at a long distance, the prices are less. We move on the next slide. That is the HVDC transmission system. This is the diagram here in which we can see that wind energy, which can again transfer to the AC transmission line. Main part is the HVDC transmission line is that converter stations and inverter stations, which convert the AC into DC and vice versa. That means that DC to AC with the help of inverter. Again, we transmit it to the AC system and again for the DC system. This is the HVDC transmission system. What are the components used in HVDC transmission? These are the components: converters, rectifiers, harmonic filters, reactive power surface, electrodes, DC lines, and AC circuit breaker. This is the I shortly use the diagram from some books. This is the use for first. And again, we are using the components of HVDC transmission. This is a converter station in which we can convert the AC to DC with the help of thyristors, power diodes. If we are using a power diode, they have the uncontrolled, but if we are using the thyristors, SCRs, IGBT, they are the control. Filters are used for compensating the harmonics. DC filters for same work for that. We will move on the next slide. The HVDC system configuration. The HVDC transmission can be broadly classified into these types. There are three types: monopolar link, bipolar link, and homopolar link. Move to the monopolar link. It uses one conductor. Return path is provided by the ground and water. The use of the system is due to the cost consideration. A metallic return may be used where earth resistivity is too high. This is the diagram in which we can see that AC system convert to the DC with the help of converter station. This is the rectifier system, SCR converter system, yes, transistor converter system. We can only transmit through the only one conductor. This is shown in a diagram. You can see this is the presentation. And after that we can convert into the inverters and again transmission for AC system. And this is the metallic return. Move to the next. Bipolar link. Each terminal has two converters. Equal rated voltage connected in a series on a DC side. The junction between converters is ground. If one pole is isolated due to fault, another pole can operate with the ground and carry half the rated or more using the overload capability of its converter line. This is the diagram. This is the converter stations. This is the inverter station. They are the upgrading and downgrading the system AC and DC. And this is the return part. Here, this one is the two conductor, first conductor, and another one is the next conductor. Move to the next slide. That is a homopolar link. It has two conductors, each having the same polarity and usually a negative. Since the corona effect in a DC transmission is less for the negative polarity, the homopolar link is usually operated with a negative polarity. The return path of such system is to a ground. This is the diagram we are using for homopolar link, and this is the ground. We are using a negative polarity. Basic transmission of HVDC, back-to-back transmission, point-to-point overhead lines, point-to-point underground cable transmission, point-to-point submarine transmission. This is a basic HVDC transmission for back-to-back. This is a diagram. Sending end transformer for step-up, rectifier for converter, inverter for again to convert into DC from AC, and we again step down here. The further first step up to the receiving end. This is the ground. This is the waveform AC to DC. Then again is this FFR, the harmonic filter. This is used for filter out the harmony. This is the point-to-point overhead line. This is again, you can see that form, and this is point-to-point. The hair is representing a point-to-point. I can represent it with this. This point. This is representing a point-to-point. Again, we are moving to next slide. Point-to-point underground cable. This is the representation of underground. Here, in this slide, this one is representing a underground system. This one is a underground through which we can transmit in a HVDC system. This is point-to-point submarine cables. We can use HVDC system in oceans, rivers, and where there is any not supporting medium is there. We can use through the point-to-point submarine. Move to the next slide. That is need for HVDC. Why we necessary for using the HVDC system? We have already AC system. Basic condition is that the losses which occurs in the system are comparatively low at all the stages, at generation, at transmission, and at distribution level in a DC system. The losses in transmission levels can be highly reduced by the HVDC system because we are using a less number of conductors. We are using one conductor, two conductor almost, rather than AC system. This is the advantage of HVDC. Advantage, technical advantage, and economical advantage. We move to the technical advantage. Lesser corona losses and radio interference. Voltage regulation problem is much less serious for the DC since